I think we are ready to start. Yeah, sorry about that. My cat just started fighting with the neighbor's cat right about when I start the stream. So I need to take care of that first. Alright, I think we can just start right away. Hey, yeah, how's it going? I hope you are doing well and welcome to the stream. Let's change this music right here because for some reason one of the stream that I did and has that music going got demonetized for some reason. There's someone claim their music. I'm not sure why. Let's just start the city again, and we're going to continue the development on the Maluku city. So we finished the river area, the MMP on the little village, and on this one I think we are going to move on a little bit and maybe continue with the industries area down near the beach. So I think that's what we are going to do this one. But before that, let me give you a little bit of tour for this area. So this is what we built on the stream, on the previous stream. So we got this one, and few things that I changed here is just this one right here, this radish seasonal trees by Cycle Dog. This is an MMP trees from Cycle Dog, and yeah, I think this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's the only difference from what we did during this stream. So we got that going, and I really like how this area turns out. So it's probably one of my favorite area among a lot of the favorite area that I have. Okay, so this is what we have right now, and so I'm sorry if you hear some snuffles from my nose because again I got a really runny nose right now and it's a little bit hard to stop it. Okay, so this time well, we already planned this tiles right there, but I don't think I'm going to touch this for now, so we are not going to do that. But instead I am going to bring you guys to here. So we got this awkward part right here, and I think this time we can try to make a little bit transition between this top of the cliff to down here. So maybe we are going to make some hairpins connections with a little bit of tunnels, and maybe develop a bit more of industries along the roads. Also, hello Gonzis, welcome to the stream. I'm about to sneeze. Oh my god, sorry about that. Okay, let's continue with this. Okay, first we are going to need to remove this, I think. So let's do that, and I'm not using the bulldoze tools, so instead I use the zone tools, so that way you don't hear the noisy bulldoze sound, so something like that. And hopefully we are still good with the jobs because we remove a little bit of high tech there. So let's speed up the simulation a little bit. Yeah, I don't think there's any significant effect from that two building right there. Still got this one occupied, all of this occupied, and I don't think there's any abandoned building. Yeah, we are pretty good to go with that. And now let's continue with this. So let's see. I think we can, you know what, can actually make a little bit of tunnel going up there, but that would be weird, I guess. So we make it a little bit of transition before we execute that tunnel right there. So let's start with this. Luckily I got this one tile open space right there, and we can use this, I think. And let's do it like that, I guess. Maybe we can flatten this all the way to there. I quite like this building right here, so I think I'm going to keep this. So we are just going to make sure to give a little bit of space for this building. Right, sorry, I need to blow my nose. Okay, hopefully everything is good now. My voice might sound a bit different than usual because of that. So okay, so we got this part right there, and this is quite a high, very high elevation difference right there. Let's count how many we need right now. So let's flatten this all the way right there first, and then first we did a 15, so this is 15. From the 15 let's do a little bit more 15, not like that, but let's remove that like there. So this is 15, this is 30, and this is, I think it's almost 15. Oh hello, we got a little bear over here. It's going out from the forest right there. You should go back there, bear, because it's following the street tiles, and it's gone. Poor little bear. Okay, so let's flatten this all the way right there, and I think this is almost 15. So let's do it like that. So yeah, this is not quite 15, but almost 15, just a little bit right there. So we got that much of the difference. Let's see how are we going to go about this. Maybe we can go like this. Let's flatten this part right there all the way through here, over there, and I don't think I'm going to go with this like a wall surrounding this area, so maybe we can just go like this instead and flatten this all the way down. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. Have a little bit of natural cliff right there. Then we can have that, and here we can have something like that. Since the streets doesn't have a really strict slope, we can easily make that connection right there. But I am not going to do that because that would be weird. So we are just going to do this like this. I will like that, and okay, so perhaps we can go, this part can go a little bit more over there, and here, and also here. Let's flatten that part right there. Okay, so this river would go, is going to be here, so we have this part right there that we can use. Let's flatten this. It can be flattened all the way to there, I guess. And right now we can have it like that. That is a little bit, this is too sharp of a cliff, so let's flatten that. But sorry about that. Okay, now this part right here can be maybe like this. So this is, well, this is not much of difference, so I think we are doing fine with this. We don't really need this part, I guess. Let me just put it back just to make sure that we have everything calculated. So we got this part right here, and I think I am going to, okay, let's flatten this one right there, and then remove this tile, have it all the way like that. And here maybe we can go like this instead. So we can put a wall right here and have this over there, and this part right here we might need a little bit more space than that, so this is need to go maybe also here, maybe all the way through there even. Yeah, have it all the way go over there, and here perhaps we can have a little bit of, no, not like that, that is too much. I quite like this house right here, so I am really hoping that I could keep this one, but we might need to remove it actually. Let's try this part right there. I'm going to need to make a little bit of little slope like that. Hello guys, mate. Zigzag during the terrace. Yeah, probably we are going to do that or something like this, and going up like that. But also I'm going to execute a tunnel, so that's another one. Okay, so this one right here, it should go a little bit there, I guess. So this one can be a little bit of slope going up, so we need to remove these two tiles right there for the slope. Let's remove that and have it have this little tiles like there, just to safeguard the elevation. And here we can I'm holding up a sneeze right now. It's really hard to do. Okay, yeah, I don't think we can have a slope right there, because if we do it right here, this slope will ruin this building right here, so we need to do it right there. And for this to work, I might need to put a little bit more guard tiles right here, just to make sure that this elevation still intact over there. Okay, so let's do it like that. This is not what I intended. Because this is a little bit too much right there. I think we can make it a bit nicer by having, so something like that. Yeah, it is much nicer, I think. Can have it going up like that, and we're going to use road connections for this part right here. Have a road connections going up there, and here we can have it like that. I don't think we can have a nice curve over here, because that would, I think it's going to ruin ruin this part right here. Think long terrace would work better. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to continue with this part right here first. Maybe I really don't want to ruin this part right here, but I need to do that. So yeah, we need to rework this now. If I want to make to have a nice curve right there, this is need to be right here. So this need to be like that. Okay, I think it's still good enough. Yeah, we can stick with that. And here we can have it over there. So this is going to be a nice curve, not a roundabout, but a nice curve like that. And I think we can stick with that right there, not that one, but let's just make sure it's all flatter enough. So we can have something like that over there, but I am going to make a tunnel going up here, but this tunnel might be too short right there. So perhaps this can go. Let's see. So this is going to be an overpass going through between these two areas right here. But this part right here is going to be a tunnel going up there. But okay, so another thing that we could do here is I think this is needs to go. So let's remove that one. I quite like this building right here, but I think it needs to go too. Or perhaps this can stay, and we can rework this part a little bit right here and have this one start going down from this part right here. So this can go like going to down here. So let's do it like that. And for this to go down, I think need more space for the tunnel. Maybe we haven't done it yet. I'm not sure how much space we need for it. So this part right here, and okay, so since this is going to be a little bit too short and we can't have a tunnel right there, so this is going to be a little bit more right here. And okay, so since this is 15, I think we can start going down from this part right here to here to 7.5 perhaps. So we can go with 7.5 over here and right there, and then here maybe we can. Okay, let's do it like that. Put some guards over here just to make sure that the tiles is not moving, and with the rails again, have it going down. So this is a bit too close, I guess, for it, so we need a bit more space over there. And okay, it's not moving anymore, so that's good to go. So we can have something like this, and then like that, and here I think this is flattened enough, so we can have that. And this part right here can go to here with 7.5. We got the bear back again. Hello, little bear. Hopefully it's not falling off from the cliff. Yeah, it's a pretty smart bear. He moved from the cliff. He moved away from the cliff. Okay, so continue with this part right here. and let's do it like that. Maybe we can flatten this all the way to there, just to make sure that the elevations is enough. Now it's going down. Maybe, okay, let's check on this. So the tunnels need to be here, so this is going to be a little bit too tight, I guess. So something like that. Perhaps a little bit too extreme, I guess. If we do it like that, still got nice. It's a little bit choppy over here, but I think we can ignore that part a little bit there. So now for this part right here, to make a tunnel, might need to increase the elevation for this a little bit. So let's do it like that. I think that should be enough for this part right here. So let's try doing this with 5 perhaps. 5 over there, and let's remove that part. So 5 meters up elevation, and we got that going actually. This is like a really weird black box inside of this, so we are not going to think too much about that, and I'm just glad that we got the channels going. And here we can have a little roundabout over there, and since this part right here is going to be the river area, so these roads need to go up there a little bit, I guess. Have the diagonals going on like that, and maybe a little bit of connections going there, but I am not going to do it for now because I'm not sure yet what we have on the other side of this. I don't want to destroy that part right there, so we are going to keep this like this for now. And here I think we can, so let's do it like that, and we need to flatten this part all the way like that, and maybe have it like that perhaps. So this is going to be a little bit too kind of extreme, I guess. Wait, let's really having a hard time with this runny nose. It's hard to do anything, and I need to keep tissues always nearby because of it. Right, so let's check on this part right here. I think I'm just going to go like that instead and have it all the way down there. Maybe even like this, just so it would be all fully flattened. It's like maybe can be like this. We got a little bit of triangle going on right there. I'm not sure how are we going to make this part look nice, but let's just keep going for now. And here we can make a little bit of overpass going through between these two area. We're just going to use this draggable right here, and it's since it's 15, so we need the 2 meters, and we might need to remove this first right there. So let's do that. Use the 2 level and put the starter over there and a starter over here. Make us road connections there, connect that, and we can connect the tunnel, and it will build this one right away. So run 5 bridge before tunnel. No, this is 15, but yeah, that's the idea of it. And then here, I don't think I'm going to go with that because we have this, and I think it would be much nicer if we don't have a symmetrical over here. So we are just going to go this full like that, and perhaps we can have this part right here with some nice industry buildings. And then well, there's this option actually, so we can also do something like that, but I don't think that would be nice, so I am going to keep this part as it is for the time being. But maybe we can keep this open like this for now, just so if we want to make that connections we can do it. But right now we have this is 3 by, so this is 6 by 6. That's a really nice size actually. That's most of the industry buildings that we have. Let's check on the water. We are good with the water. Let's just make sure all of this connected, because we did the elevation a little bit, so the pipes all broken. So let's just fix that, and go back to that again. And here I think we can have a little bit of, I don't know, maybe some ploppables, like ploppables solar panels or something for this part right here. I got a lot of things that we can use right here, but like this one right here, this is a substation, and there's a various size that we can use, so that's another options that we can put right there. But for now, let's fix this part first. So this, I am going to connect this part right here and have it flattened to this part right there, just so it won't be too weird, I guess. So let's do it like that all the way there, and yeah, I think we can keep this part on this level right here. This is we really need to be careful with this. If I do this, if I put a tiles right here, this will break all of this nice curve right there, so need to be careful right there. Also here, perhaps we can have a little bit of I'm not sure if I do it like that. I'm really hoping that we can have a nice tiles, flat tiles over here, so maybe we can, well, we got this one already growing, so that's a nice one. Let's save the city tile first. Okay, so I'm going to try something for this part right here. I am going to use the hole digger to elevate the, let's use this part right here with like that, and have it going down over there. Now let's try to elevate this, just so this one will go straight on the same level with that. So let's give it a try. Hopefully this is not going to break this one right there. So okay, we are doing good right there, and maybe just 1 meter at a time like that. Nice, we are good to go. but now this is a little bit too high, so that's something. So now I need to use this one again and use the digger for now. Let's dig down. If I do it, this will flatten that. Yeah, so we can dig down a little bit more. Let's do it like that perhaps, and then flatten that. Now we got this part right here, and well, I think this would be safe. Yeah, okay, we are good with that. And here I need to be careful with this. If I do it like that, we are safe. And well, actually we can do this too, I guess. Yeah, there you go. We got a pretty big area that we can use here. It's not that big, but it's enough for something. Now we can, I think we can use this part right here as a reference for the elevation. So if I do it like that, should still, well, it increase the height of this a little bit, so it's not exactly the same level. So this part, maybe we can have a little bit of slope going there, I guess. So this is a little, there's a little bit of bump going on right there, but I think I'll be fine with that. And right here we can resume the simulation again and see what we got here. This is a pretty nice building. We already have this one over here actually, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this, but I think we can just keep it open, and hopefully it will grow into another industry building. And now for this part right here, since we got this slope right there, I think this one can be it can go like this, I guess. So have it right there all the way through like that, and here we can have commercials maybe like that, and there, and we can have a little bit of stairs going down here, I guess. And then let's flatten this all the way there, and this is going to be a 3x3 over there. 3x3 of commercial zones. That should be good enough. We got a bunch of this building right here. Maybe we'll remove some of them later. And now this part right here maybe can be down a little bit. So let's use this digger again and drop like a 5, 10. So that is 10. That is 10 again. Maybe a little bit more. So 2, 4, 2, and 4. 2 and 2. Just so it won't be too, too extreme like this. And now right here, I'm thinking of making a connections going up there actually, but we got the tunnels going on right there, so I don't think we need that for now. And I think we can focus a little bit on this part right here. So this river can go like this, so let's flatten this part right there. And well, this is actually a little bit too much right there, and I just realized that this is actually a lot of difference right there, and we need this I think it's a moose to go, so there you go. So this river is going to be like this, and we can have it over there, perhaps a little bit more right there, and all the way there. So it's going to be a pretty big area right here, going a little bit narrow right there at this point, and expanding a little bit more right here, and going all the way through there. But we're just going to keep it for now, and not going to do it right now. So oh, hello Brian Acosta. Welcome to the stream. Now this part right here, how are we going to do this? We got 3 by, this is 3 by 6, so it's pretty much, we got quite a lot of area going on right here actually. And I think we have a 3 by 5, but I'm not sure if that is going to grow. Yeah, I don't think it's going to grow into something. Maybe we can just keep it like that, keep it open like that, and maybe some nice building will grow right there. And for this part right here, I'm not sure yet. Okay, this one might be a little bit weird if we have this road, so I'm just going to go with a stretch for this part right here. So let's go with a stretch over there, and yeah, the rest of this can be a road like that, but this part perhaps can be like a 2 by 4. This is going to be a parking lot right there, and this maybe can be another some sort of parking lot. We might go with the ploppable industries, that I'm going to save it for later. And here perhaps we can go with the MAS 71 walls for this. So let's do the I think I'm going, let's try the other one. So there's this wall right here. I think that's it's more suitable for an industrial area. So it should be this one around here. Okay, so this one right here, this is I'm not sure who is the creator of this. But it looks pretty nice actually, so perhaps we can keep it for this area. It is I think it's really suitable for an industrial area, so let's try with this. Have it right there, and I am going to keep this one for our stairs, I guess. So something like, not like that. I need the fences on the side, on the top side, so go with like that. And the texture is different, but I think it's quite alright. There's an additional lot actually that's that has this texture and also the stairs, but I don't have it yet, so we are just going to go with this part instead. So I need to go facing that direction, I guess, like that. And maybe we can do it here too, so let's just have it like that. And then here it was like on the pretty close on the menu before, but since I got these canals, they are all separated now. That's really weird, but okay, I guess. Okay, we got that one going right there, and perhaps we can do it for this part too, since we got this nice grass texture along the edge right there, so I think we can go full with the walls along this part right here. But I'm not sure since I didn't keep this one historical, this will change into another building later, so it might ruin our whole decorations actually. But let's just continue, I guess. Yeah, we will take care of it later once if they change into another building. But for now, we're just going to stick with that. Let's see. I think for this part right here, I can go like this instead. So let's go with this, and here we can go. Let's flatten this all the way like that, and we'll keep this part right here on the top just so we have a nice slope for the walls right there. And here we can use the filler like that. And also here we are going to use another filler, I think. And then here we can just continue with these walls, and let's see. Got this one. This is a one, so one right there and one right there, and use the triangle down over here. Should be facing that direction instead, so like that. Yeah, I think it's working. Lose that Android, so much traffic. Let's connect the other tiles. Yeah, that's probably going to be connected to the other tile, but I don't want to broke the buildings. We got lots of buildings on the other tiles, so I'm going to keep it open like this for now. We got so many nice buildings going on the other tiles, and I don't want to break it, so I need to check the other tile first before I make the connections there. Okay, so this part right here, I think we can just go like this. So this is 3 by 4 right there. Let's see, if I do it like this, this might get a bit of nice buildings going on. So maybe something like that, 3 by 2. Let's just hope that we get nice buildings going on. I might just place some ploppables industry buildings if we didn't get any nice buildings going on right there. But for now, let's just continue with this part right here. We got this slope right there, and this is a bit weird going on right there. I think we can go like that and that, and yeah, it's probably much better. You can just fill this part with some trees later. But for this part right here, I'm going to use the walls again. But on this one right here, I think we can use this one. So like that, and here some corner perhaps. And here we can use the same wall with this part right here. So let's go with this is a 3 and 3, and we got this one right there. I think we can use this going down like that, and this is going to be a 3 and 1. So 1 over there, and a 3 over here, I think. But wait a minute, this is going to be a 1 and also another 1, I guess. I need to check the under bridge lot. So I think we got one over here, but it has different texture. So if I do it like that, got that nice texture going, but I really don't like this shadow right here, so I'm not sure if I am going to stick with this. This part is quite nice actually. It's just that we have the weird we got different texture right there, but since this is on the different side, I think it's quite okay like that. So let's try it like this. Let's flatten this part right here. There you go. And yeah, I think this needs to go down a little bit. Since we have this part right here, this is going to be a little bit of streets going on to here, so I am going to keep this one cells right there, but this part maybe can be going down a little bit. Maybe something like, you can do it like this. Let's flatten this all the way through there, and then here we can have something like that. There you go. It's not too extreme like before, but we can have it like that and keep this one still fully flattened right there. Now well, for some reason we still got this weird shadow, so maybe we need to replop this, do it again. Still got the shadow right there, but I think I will ignore it since I don't think we will keep seeing this part from this angle. Let's try this one. So if we do it like that, we don't have any shadow going on. So yeah, this whole thing can be this wall, I guess. I'm going to stick with this part right there. Well, sadly, we don't have a nice one for this part right here, except for the corner, I guess. This one. So we got a corner right there. But one thing that I don't like about this part right here is that it's just empty like that, without any decorations on the bottom side of the wall. So that's a little bit unfortunate. I guess it is what it is. Okay, we got that going, and it's quite nice, I think. Except for some of this part that we need that we can do a bit better. Okay, this can be I think we'll keep this part as it is, so we can keep this building right here, and hopefully we can get a nicer one over here. And here we can have a little bit of industrial buildings going on, using just the ploppable buildings, I guess. And also for this part right here, let's check on the electricity menu and see what we got. I'm going to save this again just so we don't lose our progress. Now let's check on this bunch of the, I think I got a bunch of SimRS2 or SM2 buildings. not that one. That's a Dutch windmill. And since we go with the something that's related to water, now we got the overlay for the water. I need to click on something else just so we can lose this view. Let's scroll up a little bit before we do that. So I got this bunch of buildings by SM2, but this is related to oil and gas, I think. Let's check on something that is not oil and gas. Well, actually, I think we are fine even if it's just some oil and gas, because we can have something like this actually. So if I do it like that, and then here we can have something like that going up there, I think it would be nice for this area. So something like that, perhaps. No, not that one, maybe a bigger one. So we got something like that going there, crossing this part right there, like that, or maybe even here. But since we got these buildings right here, I don't think we can do it like that. So we are going to stick with this, I guess. Have it right there, and now this is going to be a bit different than our initial plan. So we can go with this, I guess. Now this is going to go up to the other side, I guess, from this part right here. And yeah, I don't think this building related to this pipe right here, but we got a little bit of tank going on actually. So this is janky alchemy. It's alchemy related, so maybe. Well, let's not do it for now, and let's just go with something like this. So we add some filler right there, and let's have this pipe going to the other side for now. And let's just use this one right here, the orthogonal pipes. But it would be a bit boring, I guess, if we just go straight all the way to there. So perhaps we can have a little bit of parking lots going on right here, and use a bigger what do you call this, bridge. Maybe like 3 tiles. We only have 2 tiles right there, so yeah, I guess we can stick with that. 2 tiles over there, and here we can have something like that, and have the other part right there just going through like that, perhaps. Hello Shadow 99. What's the terrain texture mod? This green texture, I actually using the Max's default terrain, but this rocky texture right here is from the PIV terrain texture, but I just took the rocky texture. I put the link to the PIV terrain texture on my mod list, so you can check the description for the mod list if you are interested. And well, yeah, here I think we can fill this part right here with some parking lots. And the parking lots is going to go up a little bit. It's going up all the way here. I'm using the KOSC, so the King of SimCity parking, modular parking for this. It has the same texture with the IRM high-tech building. Thank you. Okay, so we got that one going right there, perhaps. If I do it like that, that would be weird. Maybe have it. I think we can just go with the half one. So let's see. So this one right here. But I need the half one to be concrete instead of grass. So if I do it like this, this is with some grass texture, so I am not sure about that. Let's check on this. What is that one? It's also grass texture, so maybe this one, or okay, maybe this one would work. So something like that. Hopefully no one crash into this pillars right there. Alright, I think we can stick with this part now, and here I think we can add a little bit of work on this pipe a little bit. Have it going like that. And here we can have a little bit of corner right there, and just go straight, I think. Straight like that. Oh well, I am not really sure about this, but let's just continue with this for now. And here we can add some of this part right here. So this is similar to the other area that we did before, just a bunch of gas tanks. But here there's actually this part right here that's more suitable for this part, I guess. Let's remove this one and this one. Let's check on this. So it's like a filling station for this tanker right here, for this truck. Yeah, but I don't think that's really good over there. That is a bit interesting, but it's kind of boring. I don't quite like the branding of the tank. Let's check on the other parts. But these rails, but we don't have any rails going on nearby, so I don't think that would work. So we can go with something like this actually. So a bunch of the petrol buildings going on. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with this one. But maybe we can go with the green one, just so it would be a bit different than what we have before. something like that, and then a little bit of maybe like this. So have it over there, and then here we can have the smaller one. No, not that one. So this one we might need to have the crossing on the other side, so this side right there, a little bit of crossing there, and here perhaps we can have some nice connections with this one. I don't think we can do it that. That's a little bit boring. Let's check on this. Not that, I mean this blue tank right there. This is also a bit boring, perhaps. Let's just go with this, I guess. If we do it over there, and here I think we can use the pipes that going underground. So this one right there. So it's like everything, the connections to this is going on under the surface. So we got something like that going there, and here I am going to use the other filler, but I think it would be more suitable with the bunch of more complicated buildings. Not really sure what to call it. I think it's an oil refinery or something similar. So something like that. Let's check what is this one. So it's a bit grungy looking, but I don't think it would be suitable for this part right there. And we need we only have 2 tiles over there, so maybe something else. Let's see. I'm quite sure I have a really nice one that we can put right here. Okay, this is also nice, but I don't think this one would be suitable for this part right here. Except if we remove that one and have it right there, and then this one right here, maybe. I'm not sure about that. This is a little bit too much, I think. So got something like that going. I'm not even sure if this is all connected or suitable to each other, but we're just going to plop some of this for now and see how they turn out later. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for, the biofuel distiller. So it's not even related to petrol, to all of this, I guess. But I think we can ignore that and just go like that, perhaps. I'm not sure about this. I think we're just going to stick with this for now. I I really don't want to spend too much focusing on this, so let's move on and remove that part right there. For this part right here, I don't think they need some sort of security or some fences to guard this building right here, so we're just going to keep this one open right there. And now for this part right here, I think we can go with some nice industry filler. Okay, let's save our progress first, just so we don't lose any of it if the game crash. We experienced so many crashes, just so now we learn from that experience. Okay, let's check on this one right here. What do we have here? Let's remove this one for now, and let's check on what we have here. We got that one going. I think this is from the jazz industry, but I don't think it's suitable for this kind of building right there, so I'm going to put that one. And let's check on this. This is another, I think it's another jazz building, industry building. Might look nice, but I don't think I'm going to use that. This is one. This is really grungy looking one. There's so many nice building, but this is like more like a dirty, or I think it's more like a dirty industry. So if we try it like that, that's what we got over there. But I think it's kind of suitable for this part right here because of this. Got this two parking lots kind of connected to each other. So yeah, I think we can keep this part over there, I guess, and remove this one. Also, maybe we can have it. So let's see, we got this part going a little bit there. Let's remove that one and see if this is going to go well here. So we got that one going right there, have this one right there, and this is, we can fill the rest of this area with some the industry filler. Fill that part right there, a little bit more right here, and I think that's pretty good. So here, well, we can actually put some guards over here, but since this part right here is quite open, I don't think the guard actually making a difference. But let's just give it a try first. I got some radio antenna going on, and maybe it can go like that. So something like that, but perhaps on the other side of the maps, or maybe around here, because it has this grass texture right there, so it's not suitable for this part right here. And in the meantime, let's just scroll all the way up. So we got this one right here too. So this is another jazz building. This is a copper wire, I guess. Copper tires, not wires. It's a hydrocarbon separator array that we used before. This is a thrift store. So basically a store, as its name suggested. So okay, I'm going to scroll all the way up for the filler, but on the way up we might find something like this. So this one right here perhaps can be replaced with that. It's a ploppable industry building, but it needs some time to grow. I'm not sure why they made it like that. And I think this part right here, not sure if it would be good right there, but we can try with something else, with something like that, or maybe this one, a little bit taller one. But what I don't like about this is that it needs road access, so I can't have it right there. So we're just going to go with this again, I guess, for this part, just because we can plop this anywhere without needing the road access. So just plop it right there, and maybe have it have the edge of the like little pipes showing up right there, because we can't see it from this side, so it's no use having it facing these directions. Okay, I think we can leave that part, and then let's continue to here, moving all the way up for the ploppable fillers. So we need the IRM filler, especially the high-tech industry one. Would take some time to go up because it's almost at the top of the menu. So let's scroll a little bit more. So this one right here. Now this particular avenue, let's check on this part right here first. Okay, so just this one right here. Oh, I think it's because of these buildings right here. It's goes like 4,000 cars going through this area. That's why Jamil complaining. Okay, so for this part right here, I think we can put like a little gate over there. It would be nice. And since we have this transit enabled lots right here, this would give this building road access. So we're fine with the road access issue right there, and right here we can use a little bit corner for a parking lot, and we got a really sporty car for this area. That's from the props that I use. And I think for this rest of this, maybe just an empty one over there, or let's just use the garbage one, so something like that. And we can keep this part open like here, so just fences on this side, and here maybe just some empty filler would be suitable. Also here maybe I can just use the one with the parking lots, so parking lots, or just some empty props, not empty props, but a little bit of props going on. That might be a little bit too much near that car, so let's try another one. Maybe this one, not that one. Maybe this one doesn't have any. Okay, I think we can. I don't think it's nice over there, so. Let's just stick with the one with some cars, I guess. And we can just fill this one with some empty filler like that, and cars can go right there. It's a little bit too much, but I guess it's okay. Now we can continue with the filler going all the way down here. So down here, I think I am going to use I can use the garbage dump, because it's on the back side of the area. A bit of garbage dump right there, and I don't know, maybe some containers for this part right here, but containers would be too tight for this area, I guess. So let's just continue with the maybe this various filler. It's a little bit weird for the corner, so let's just go with the one that has filler on one side, so something like that. And then we can also have it, I think we can have it over here. Something like that, I guess. And then here another one. That looks quite nice actually. I didn't expect to have it facing that directions, but it's quite good. So I'm going to stick with that, but for the rest of this, perhaps we can just use the empty filler. We got some fences on some parts, but no fences on the other, but yeah, I don't think that's good, so we're just going to go with the empty one right there. So a bit more boxes over there, and just use the empty concrete for this one, I guess. Should be that one. And here, let's replace that one. Bit of chunks going on. Okay, we can stick with that, I guess, and check on this. Well, some of these actually have workers, so that's quite neat, I guess. Now we just need to finish this part right here, this little part. And for this part right here, I am just going to go with the not sure yet about this, but perhaps we can go with something like that first. See if we can get a little bit of something like that going on, and make sure keep it historical, and the rest of this can go just some chunk filler, I guess. So something like that, a little bit of empty concrete right there, and some garbage dump, or maybe just something like that. And right here I think I am going to put the parking lots over there. Oh, even for this part I think I'm just going to go with the parking lots. So let's use this one right again. Have one more, not that but the other one I guess. Have a stop over there, and the rest can be just straight parking lots. Yeah, I think we can just continue all the way. Maybe some of this. The other one, so this one. There you go. We got some nice filler going on right there. And the rest of this, let's check on this wall right here. See if we can fit another variation. So I got this one. Is nice wall by Scotty wall. I'm not sure if this is suitable for this part actually. If we have it all the way like that, yeah, I'm not entirely sure about this. Maybe we can use the other one that I made, the one with the green, a bit greenish colors. So it should be around here. So this one. Need to fix that and fix it again. Something like that, perhaps. I think it's looks quite nice. And here, maybe just a little bit of variations for this road right there. Maybe we can add something like I don't know. That's a bit weird for a industrial area. So let's just go stick with the usual road, I guess. Now we got this one. We got how many traffic? Got 100 cars going through here. But well, 65 cars going for this area, so that's quite something, I guess. Now for this part right here, since we got this one going on right there, I don't think I am going to keep this part with this texture. So let's give it a try with this one instead. The fences might be a little bit weird on the going down, but I think it's quite okay. Like that, and I don't think I have a corner for this. Yeah, I don't have a corner lots for this one, so just to just go down like that, I guess. Okay, we got that one going, got that one all the way there. It is being used. So for this part right here, and going down and work on this building, and this one going through here, and we got the truck transporting the goods going outside. And here also we got so many traffic going from for this avenue because of this building right here. But here actually we don't have that much, only 348. And this one got 2,400 because of these buildings. And right here, not sure yet about this, but I think that's it. It's already, wow, it's already 3 a.m. in the morning. I think I am going to finish the stream. I've been streaming for about 2 hours, I guess. So yeah, got that save. And oh, hi Eric James. Well, I'm about to end the stream, so yeah, I think that's it for this one. We got this area built, so it's not the best one, but I think it's quite okay. And we got some nice buildings going on right here, and we managed to make this transition right here, although this is still needs a lot of works. So let's destroy this part right there. And yeah, I think we can save again. I think that's it. We got quite a lot built, and also still I haven't done the region tour, so maybe for the next stream, hopefully we can do it on the next stream. Sorry about that, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. We got Eric James who just joined in, Eyeshadow, we got K Smith, we got Brian Acosta, and we got Couches on the chat, and also some of you guys lurking on the chat too. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I just made a short video about just a meme actually, but check it out if you haven't already. And also I post some pictures on the post tab, so of the area that we built before. What is this one right here? This is gravity. Well, now it's gone. Okay then. So I post some pictures on the post tab about this area, so check that out too if you haven't already. And we built this area on the previous stream, so you can check that one too if you haven't already. And yeah, thank you so much. I will see you guys again on the next one, probably tomorrow around the same hour. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh hi, SimCity for sure. We are about to end the stream. So yeah, bye bye. Thank you so much. I will. Thanks so much for tuning in, and see you on the next one. Bye bye. There you go. Bye bye. Bye bye. Let's just save again. Yeah, bye. Let me end this.